Hey everyone, this is Ian from TWINFINITE. JRPGs have been a staple of the video game industry for years. These titles give players imaginative worlds to explore, unique stories to play through, and many memorable characters to meet along the way. 2018 is shaping up to be a great year for the subgenre, featuring sequels to cult classics along with new IPs. Keep in mind that this list's order is based on when the games will be releasing, not how excited we are for them or how great we think they will be upon release. Having said all of that, here's TWINFINITE'S list for the 10 promising JRPGs of 2018. Releasing on January 19th for the PlayStation 4 and PC, we have Ni no Kuni 2: Revenant Kingdom. Ni no Kuni was a fascinating little JRPG that released back on the PlayStation 3, a collaboration between the talented developers at Level 5 and the legendary animation company Studio Ghibli. The game sported the gorgeous animation style of Ghibli, almost resembling an anime in motion while you were playing it. If there was any criticism of the first Ni no Kuni, however, it's that the combat system quickly became slow and repetitive. This is something that Level 5 has taken to heart, really focusing in on creating a dynamic and fast-paced combat system that feels like a big improvement over the original. Slated for release on the PlayStation 4, PC, and Switch on January 23rd, 2018 is Lost Sphere. In 2016, Square Enix's new studio, Tokyo RPG Factory, released their first title with I Am Setsuna. This title was a throwback to the nostalgic JRPGs of the 90s with a turn-based combat system similar to Chrono Trigger, and a story reminiscent of Final Fantasy X. A year later, we're seeing the developer's second title, Lost Sphere. This title retains many of the elements that I Am Setsuna had, and still keeps the focus on emotional storytelling. You follow a young boy named Kanada, who wakes up from a dream to find his small village disappearing. It's then up to him and some new friends to save the world by converting their thoughts into actual matter. As an extra feature, you will also gain the ability to pilot mech suits and battle enemies with them. Releasing on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on January 26th of 2018 is Monster Hunter World. The Monster Hunter series has seen increasing popularity over the years, and the series is getting its biggest entry in 2018. Monster Hunter World brings some big changes to the series, letting players roam around a massive open world environment instead of the usual zone-based world structure. The enormous monsters of the series won't just go after you, but after each other as well, creating massive battles that can change at a whim. In addition, the 14 different classes from previous Monster Hunter games will return, allowing for a good amount of variation in gameplay. Releasing on the 3DS on February 13th, 2018 is Radiant Historia: Perfect Chronology. The Nintendo DS saw a wealth of quality RPGs over its lifetime, and one of the absolute best was Radiant Historia. Unfortunately, the original game was very impossible to find. However, those who weren't able to get their hands on it for the first time will be able to play this, which is a very much expanded remake. This title features a story packed with political intrigue, lovable and well-rounded characters, and on top of all that, a mind-bending time travel story that has you playing as Stock, an espionage agent for the country of Alistiel. This title is just an enhanced version of the original, featuring improved graphics and a full voice cast that was not present in the original game. Just so you guys all know, the rest of the games that are on this list do not have a definite release date at this time. The next game on our list is Code Vein, which will be releasing on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC sometime in 2018. Souls-like games have been all the rage since the Souls series reached its peak of popularity after Bloodborne. Code Vein comes from Bandai Namco themselves, and it sports a vibrant anime art style. The game takes place in a dark, dystopian world where a mysterious disaster has brought the world to ruin. You play as Revenant, a vampire who is part of a society called Vein, who works to stop the lost, who are ghouls that only crave blood. Project Octopath Traveler is the next game on our list, and will be releasing exclusively on the Nintendo Switch. The Switch itself has already seen its fair share of exclusives, but Square Enix will be joining Nintendo and providing even more next year, when they release this amazing looking title. Octopath uses a kind of HD 2D style, evoking the look of 8-bit JRPGs in a new way. The game puts you in the shoes of 8 different adventurers, one at a time, who each have a different journey through the world. This game definitely looks unique, and hopefully Square Enix can use feedback from the demo to fine-tune the game leading up to launch. Next up is Dragon Quest XI: Echoes of an Elusive Age. Dragon Quest is one of the longest running RPG series around, and it has charmed players around the world for years. Dragon Quest XI brings the series to PlayStation 4, along with an alternate 3DS version to dig into as well. The game uses the traditional style of Dragon Quest-like turn-based battles, while introducing some new elements such as the skill panel similar to the SPHEAR grid of Final Fantasy X. There is a huge world and story to explore filled with plenty of quirky characters and colorful monsters, just like you'd expect from Dragon Quest. The next game on our list is none other than Kingdom Hearts 3, which will be releasing on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One sometime in 2018. Kingdom Hearts 3 is without a doubt one of the most anticipated games of 2018, and for good reason, as fans have been waiting for a very long time. There are a lot of plot lines and stories culminating in this game, and we will finally get to see what Kingdom Hearts 2, Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance, and more have been leading to. Gameplay seems to be similar to past games with a few big changes, like 5 character parties and the ability for Sora's weapons to transform. The second to last game in our list is the Pokemon Switch title, which will hopefully be releasing in 2018. The Switch's second year looks like it will just be as big as the first, thanks to some big titles like Metroid Prime 4 and this game. Although we don't know much of anything about it, we do know that it will be a full-fledged mainline Pokemon entry. It is going to be a find, battle, and train experience, according to Nintendo of America president Reggie Fils-Aimé. Considering that the core Pokemon experience has been on handheld for years now, it's going to be exciting what Nintendo and Game Freak can do with the added power of the Switch. Rounding out our list is VALKYRIA Chronicles 4, which will be releasing for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch. This title actually takes place during the same time period as the very first game, but focuses on a new cast of characters taking part in Operation Northern Cross. The title promises to use the series' traditional combat system, while introducing the Grenadier class, and a few overall tweaks to the experience. VALKYRIA Chronicles 4 is supposed to feel more grounded and realistic than even other titles in the series, and the announcement trailer boldly claimed it to be one of the most emotional games in the series. And there you have it, the 10 promising JRPGs of 2018. Which JRPG of next year are you the most excited about? Voice your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you are not yet subscribed, you should, as we have much more content on the way. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.